Hi, this is Uncle Boxing, and I'm here with, I would say most people's favourite boxing analyst. He keeps it real, and that's the reason why I'm excited to have this interview with you. So let's just get straight into it. Yesterday I saw you in ringside watching the main event, both of them. I'm sure they didn't give you much, but what do you feel? How do you feel the fight is going to go? How do you see it?
I wouldn't base anything on the public workout, but I do see the demeanor of the fighters, and I think they mean business. I feel like they're excited about the fight and about the moment. They get to headline a big show, big domestic clash with world-level implications. So I enjoyed I enjoyed those fight week festivities, so to speak. Those fight week activities, and I look forward to Saturday night.
Okay. So just give it to me. Give me the strengths of each fighter.
I think both guys have a big strength in that they're both macho mentality type fighters, and I think that kind of takes over all the technique and when they go up against one another, and I think that's why the styles of these two, mainly because of the personalities, the recipe is for a nice exciting fight. So I think they match up well, and I think they will have a very good, very action-packed fight Saturday as well.
Okay, let's just rewind it back to a couple of weeks ago with the Fury against Wilder. How did you feel about the result?
I felt Fury won the fight. Yes, Wilder did have the two knockdowns, but I score a fight based on boxing. And anybody who watches boxing understands boxing and knows boxing. Not an emotional level, not on some made-up rule like two knockdowns should win you a fight. Not on anything invented. Not on some fantasy boxing thing. On just strictly boxing, I felt like Tyson Fury won the fight. But of course, yes, there's tangible things that you take that Wilder did, which give him credibility. And I think the problem with Wilder probably would be getting more credibility here if he lost the fight, honestly, because he lost the fight, and then got the two knockdowns. People would be saying, you know what, that guy went out like a warrior, and he's going to get him in the rematch, or whatever the case would be. I think there would be a better talking points than discussing this stupid decision, because both guys fought their hearts out.
Okay. I'm going to bring it back to you a little bit. I know you're retired and everything, but if you ever got the call, Eddie said he's interested with you, like, potentially you fighting McGregor.
Yeah, sure, of course. We could even do a winner takes all. I've already said that. I put that out on to the public. We could do winner takes all. People think I'm chasing money when it comes to McGregor. I just want to smack the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? I think he gets smacked like every time he fights, but I think it never gets like. You know what it is? It never gets old watching a guy like that get the shit smacked out of him. And of course, I did it in the gym. I don't care what anybody believes. There's the reason you haven't seen anything. The reason you still haven't watched anything, even though he's lied to everybody twice already. He's lied about releasing the footage. So I've seen it. I've already done it in the gym. But of course, I love to do it in front of everybody else. So we can do winner takes all. That way, he gets the shit smacked out of him and for free.
Okay. I was about to just pull up Eddie because to talk about the McGregor thing, but he's busy right now with
of course, main event press conference.
But what I'm going to do, because it's about to start, maybe I'll leave it and continue with this, or can we carry on? Honestly, how did the 12 round go between you and McGregor?
Well, I think it's self-explanatory. I feel like I've been asked this question all the time. But again, I mean, this guy just lied again that he was going to release the footage. Didn't he just say he was going to release the footage again? I mean, how many times are you going to get lied to? I mean, you have full-blown fighters who are absolute retards at this point. You know what I'm saying? Even fighters, absolute retards at this point. Or you're his fan too, which you should be really ashamed of yourself. If you're a current fighter and you're a fan of any fighter, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should respect all fighters, but you should also see them as rivals. There's a lot of pussies in MMA. A lot of pussies. A lot of guys I respect too. It's not all guys, because I'm friends with some MMA fighters. And I notice a lot of Conor McGregor fans are fighters, which is like really like talk about loss of manhood.
So how long do you think you would need?
How long? What do I think I'll wait?
You need to get ready for a fight like that.
Like I said, it would be harder to make weight than the fight would be. I don't know, probably 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah. I mean, to make weight, maybe 5. Just to make weight. Making weight would be the hardest thing. The fight wouldn't be that hard. The making weight would. And Conor knows that too. So I don't see myself getting the call. He's gonna actually fight an MMA fight, get paid less money than to fight me. He's gonna do that because Conor knows himself.
Yeah. Do you see any chance of this thing never happening?
No. It would be an egg on his face. You kidding me? Like, look about all the retards I think he won the sparring. Think about all the retards I think he beat me up. Like I said, if you're a fighter, you should know this. Fans, maybe not so much. If you're a fighter, though, you should know this. You can't go 12 rounds out of shape like I was and get beat up. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty incredible that I went 12 rounds in the shape I was in off a cross-country flight. But a fighter knows you can't go 12 rounds out of shape like I was. I had barely done anything, if anything at all, in the 4 months previous. So you kind of know if you're a fighter. You should know. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a half-ass fighter, or unless you're a fan.
And just lastly, every week I keep tuning in into my computer, and I'm waiting to see this podcast of yours. Oh. Is that dead in the waters?
No, it's not dead. We just, I get so busy. I'm especially. I thought I would have more time after I retired, but instead I got more busy. I'm on the road all the time, So me and Peter Carr's we've done a couple of episodes on Anchor. It's another app, just kind of like local episodes. It's called Anchor. You can find some of the episodes on that. We did over the course of maybe the summer and whatnot. But we may get another deal. I'm hearing that Showtime is interested in bringing us back. And if I get like a set situation, it's possible. But again, it's hard because I'm on the road so much. But we'll see, because me and Peter Cards, we have our little niche following, and it was fun.
We might, another thing is that we might want to see your face at the Sky, the thing going on in Italy. Macho Italy.
Oh, with Dazn, but I work with Showtime, and okay. It's Dazn and Showtime are kind of competing, So even if it would just be in Italy, it's still under the Dazn brand, and my loyalty is to Showtime, and that's who I work with. So it's kind of I don't think there would be any exceptions, even if it would just be in Italy. Because trust me, I speak Italian fluently. I would love to be able to call fights in Italy and be part of growing the sport again in Italy. Because I think this is an amazing deal that they have in Italy that at Matchroom and OP Kerki and the OP82 have brought to the table. So I hope that. I hope that they do very well, but I unfortunately cannot be involved.
I just see your phone ring, and I'm going to have to leave you to it. But thanks for your interview.
Thank you.
And all the best in your future. And just keep doing what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.